lên trong chiếc nôi quê hương Việt Nam. Yeah. How do you feel? 3, 2, 1.
You can find lots of things when you book a holiday house and book a bench.
Sorry, I just have to stop this one. Okay, so now we are back. So, Craig, it is the song sang by Ngân, PIM's area manager for Vietnam, PIM's Vietnam, and it's for the Vietnamese Teachers Day yesterday. So,
wow.
Happy Teachers Day to you as well, because you've been supporting our Vietnamese students, and I just play for everybody. And this song, for me, I feel like, oh my goodness, I mean, like I've been away from Vietnam for such a long time, but it's really remind me of the Vietnam, like when I was in Vietnam at schools and also at university. And yes, just feel very humble and happy about that. So hopefully our students feel the same as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song, isn't it? So thank you, Ngân.
Did she sing it? Who sang it?
She recorded it.
Wow. Okay.
Ngân, I here would like to say hello to everybody, so everyone knows that who's behind the song.
Ngân said she can't hear anything.
Really?
Yeah, something wrong with her like speaker systems. She can't hear anything.
All right. What a shame. Yeah. So that's Ngân. It's her song. So thank you very much, Ngân. Yeah, and thanks, Craig, for being here today. And hello, everybody, all the students and from Vietnam. And I can see some familiar faces right here today. Again, I'm leading the motivation. Oh, Craig, I can see the background, good motivation that you are sharing with us right there. It's really good. You're awesome. Yeah, so I'm leading today because Julie Chum, she's not well today, and hopefully she will be back with us in the next couple of weeks. So today I just would like to get started with motivation, so we all can share and share some tips as well, like how to motivate ourselves, understanding about motivation, and all about the information about that and all the techniques. And it's really important for everybody to be motivated and how to. My name is Nga Blanchard, and some of you already know me, but some of you probably you haven't. So I am the founder and director of NZI Focus, Kiwi Buddy, and Road to Success. I have been in New Zealand for the last almost 20 years, and I have been in education since 2009. So it's kind of was some time ago, a long time ago. And but prior to that, I had my different career in designing. So I was a designer in New Zealand, like fashion accessories, and so to supply to about 300 shops around New Zealand. So it's still part of my job right now, but education is a big part of my life. And being with you guys is you guys motivated me to be here today, right? So now I would like to get started with our screen share, and there you are. So our Kiwi Buddy Club, English Club, will happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. like you know, but when we have events which will be happening next week, and you guys are welcome to join us as well, because we have loads of stuff going on, and we have debate, and we have games, we have a presentation for you to understand about New Zealand education. Also, our topic next week will be climate change. So come and join us, and will be led by Auckland Grammar School. And when we have events, we don't have the English Club, because all happen on the same day. So hopefully you guys still can get load of benefits from joining our programs. All right, so now I would like to go to the first slide. Because the topic is motivation. So now we just would like to talk to each other, like, what is motivation? and what you understand about it. And yeah, let's talk about it first before we can go to another session. So anyone in the room would like to tell us what is motivation and how can you describe it? Anyone would like to say something? So for new students, just remember that this is the English class. It's a club for free talk. So it's not a typical classroom and no one's right, no one's wrong. We just share and then we can explain to each other. And I have few students raising hands. Wow, who is that? Harry? Would you like to unmute yourself? And students, just feel free to unmute yourself and turn on the video as well. Harry, would you like to share with us what you understand about motivation?
I think motivation is the reasons or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Yeah, I can see Craig knocking his head right there. Yeah, thumb up. That's great. And thank you. And other students, do you agree with that or do you disagree with that? You can type or you can talk as well. You agree with that?
I really agree. Yeah.
You agree, yeah?
Yes.
And would you like to add any more to that?
But I think motivation is like the reason that makes you want to do something, and it's like the very main factor to decide whether you are going to do it successfully or not. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I can see Craig's really happy now. So, yeah, thank you. That's great. You guys awesome. And anyone else? I can see Ellen. Would you like to say something?
I think the motivation is the process that initiates, guide, and maintain goal-oriented behaviors.
Yes, awesome. Your research skills good. Like you guys, at least like you know how to research and where to get information from as well. So that's great.
Like encouraging someone or something with someone or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally, I think you're correct. And we have one student, he has been with us for a very long time and he's only 16, but he's very mature. I can see in the room. Cody, would you like to have any comments on like the other students' answers? What do you think about that? Cody, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and what do you think?
I don't know. Motivation's just something to keep me doing something that maybe I don't like or maybe I like, but I'm just burnt out. It's something that, you know, keeps you going on and on and on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And Craig, what do you think? What do you think about the students' answers?
Yep, I agree. But now I guess we'll have to talk about different types of motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to try that? Like how many types of motivation?
Oh, well, we talk about at school as intrinsic. That's where the motivation comes from you on the inside. And extrinsic, like external, comes from the teacher. So sometimes my students are motivated by the chocolate that I give them.
Well, that works.
It's a very strong motivator.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you. And my Duyên?
Yes. In my opinion, motivation is similar to our goals. If we are motivated, we will know what we are doing for, or for what purpose.
Awesome.
Yes, that's all.
That's
Good.
great. Yeah. You guys awesome. I upload all of you because all of the information that you shared is very correct. And Kwa, you put your hands up as well.
Question is like why someone do something. The reason why we should do something.
Yeah, that's great. Why, knowing why is extremely important. And some people don't know why. And if you know why, and if you always have the question why, then it's when you heading to the right direction. It's great. Well done, Hua. And well done, everybody. You've done such an awesome job. So let's go to the next one and to see what we're going to discover. So now the question is that now we understand like motivation, and then the other day we learned about inspiration. So according to you, like for us to because this is like kind of fine line between motivation and inspiration, and where do you get inspiration from? Where do you get motivation from? And to understand it correctly, so let's dive into this one. So the question's in front of you, and can anyone explain to me if motivation and inspiration is the same or different, and why?
Can I share a little bit of my opinion?
It's the same. Is that what you said?
Oh no, I just want to share.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
In my opinion, inspirations and motivations are not the same. Motivations, it comes from the encourage of some people out there want you to help you to try something that you just want to do, but you don't know that you can do or you want to. But the inspiration comes from your passions, or maybe the people you really admire, and and you learn from them, and it's for the inspirate for you to achieve what you want to do in the future, like your career maybe, and you are really serious to do it. I think so. Thank you.
Wow, that's really good. That's absolutely amazing. It's great. Yeah. And can you share with us like who inspired you? Like, do you have anyone that you admired?
There are many people inspire me because in my major I study in the university, and I make a lot of people who are really excellent. They are really talented, and I want to learn from. They inspire me a lot. Like they are, you know, they better than me, so I could learn from them, and I want to be like them in the future. Yeah, I think so.
Lovely, yeah. And then because you have somebody out there that you consider like you want to learn from them, so they inspire you. So now that because they inspire you, and then what motivated you to be like them?
I think the things motivates me to be like them, like they are success, they are, you know, they are they achievement, they achieve what I willing to have, and that's why I want to be like them, and success and being you know, being attractive sometimes like this. Maybe better day by day, better than me day by day.
Awesome, well done. And may I please ask you another question, that because you already have the inspiration from someone, and you already have the motivation to do that, and what have you done for you to achieve your goal?
I actually I didn't achieve my goal at all. It's just me better than me in the past. I were more study harder, and I willing to learn new thing better, and I'm not lazy as I in the past. But sometimes I see the motivation had the the negative thing, like, you know, you compare too much to the others, and it also the bad thing of motivation come from me. I think so.
Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. And students, other students, when you listen to this conversation, you can see the journey, like from inspiration to motivation, and then to action plan, implementation plan. Can you see the same as what we are doing, or anyone else having the same kind of journey that you can share with me and all other students as well? And it's absolutely awesome journey that we have just been talking about. And thank you, Dương, for sharing with us. And any other student that you have the same kind of journey, like somebody inspire you, and then you feel motivated for doing that. And what have you done to achieve that? Anyone else? So while you are thinking about it, because it can be like a little bit complicated, but then if you see the journey, how it progresses, you will feel the relevance to it. And then it all makes sense, right? So let me share with you a story. That's just 5 minutes before our event, our class today, that I just wrote about a student of mine. And see if you feel that, or if he inspired you, or, you know, like what do you feel about that when you listen to this story? So he's a student of mine. He came to New Zealand about 5 years ago. So before he came to New Zealand, he won the first prize, a scholarship at Auckland Grammar School, which like we had a competition. So he won the top prize, and it was the highest prize ever, scholarship ever, like by Auckland Grammar School. And then he went to New Zealand to study. He came to New Zealand to study, and he studied, he achieved very highly academically. And then he got scholarship to study at Canterbury University in computer science. So while he was at the last year at university, he already got a job offered by very big groups in New Zealand in financial and information technology. And he, while he's waiting for his graduation, he's already, he flew up to Wellington to start his role as a graduate roles in the delivery team at the company in Wellington. And a lot of students that they feel like, oh my goodness, how could he do that? He got a job while he was at the final year at university, and how could he get a job even like a brand new graduate? And you could get a job at the, one of the most famous groups in New Zealand in financial and information technology. So a lot of students, they feel that they wanted to be like him. So when you listen to this story, how do you feel? Like, what comes through your mind right now? Because you are the student, and some of you studying at university, and some of you are at high school. But when you listen to and when you hear about story of somebody with high achievement like that, what goes through your mind right now?
Maybe I need to try harder in order to get the same achievement like what he had achieved. Yep, maybe.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. And do we think that you can do that if you try hard?
I think maybe it's possible if we actually make an effort to you know, to reach the goal that we want to get. Because actually I think it's just like the matter of time, and like the factor to decide whether you will be successful or not, it depends on yourself and the time and effort that you make. So yeah, if we try hard, I believe that we can get what we want.
Well done, and thank you very much for that. And it's the right attitude that you think you can do that, and you celebrate others people's success, and you appreciate it. And that's the way to go. And you make a plan and for your achievement, and you want to be like that and beyond, because believe in yourself, be self-confident is extremely important. Thank you very much for your sharing. Anyone else would you like to share, or if you can share any other story with us, that would be awesome. Like, can you inspire other people from your achievements?
It's like inspiration from yourself. And well, after I heard that story, the first thing I would go through is that I would respect and admire that person, and think if I could try hard, then maybe I could do that, but maybe not, because I try not to be too confident, because if I do not achieve that, I would be very sorry for myself. Try not to be confident, but not too confident, but still confident.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean. We are confident in ourselves to know that we can do it and allow ourselves to do it, but doesn't mean that we have to be exactly like other people. And the attitude is that being our best and trying our best is more important than be like somebody. So to have somebody to inspire you and for you to set your goals, for you to achieve something similar, but obviously, like, something's really important, everybody. We all have our strength, our own identity. So we don't have to be like someone else, but we want to be inspired like them as a good example. So for students, I understand, like you share, that the cons of the motivation is that sometimes you feel like highly competitive, and but there is a saying that healthy competition and unhealthy competition. But if you think of like healthy competition and how to have healthy competition, and that's really important, but we can talk about that as well. So thank you very much. And through our brief conversation about this one, I feel that you guys already understanding like the inspiration that you learn from someone else, that they inspire you through their good example, that you feel relevant to you, and then you feel motivated to do that. So thank you very much, everybody. And this is a little bit technical, but you already identified the journey very clearly, and thank you. Craig, would you like to have any say on this topic before we go to the next one?
Oh, just the dog. The dog just came in the room. No, yeah. I just got that quote there. That inspiration is the fire. Somebody starts the fire. Motivation is to keep the fire going. But you are correct that everyone's. You can be inspired by someone's achievement, but have different goals.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Inspiration fires you up. Motivation keeps the fire going. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that. All right, so we go to the next one, guys. So now go down to you. So we learn about other people, and then but what about yourself? So every day, like we go down, you will know, like every day you have the question that what motivates you to get out of bed every morning. So this is not just for the student, but for us as well as adults, and for parents as well. We all have reason to do that, or we have reason not to do it. So students, would you like to share with us, like, what makes you get out of bed every day and feel excited about life, or feel like you have to do something? What's your reason?
To be honest, I'm extremely lazy at that. I don't get out of bed because I feel like today is going to be a good day. No, I absolutely hate waking up, hate Mondays, everything. But what motivates me most is the fact that when I get out of bed, I can eat.
Wow, that's good. That's important. I mean, we won't be wow if we don't eat, and that's a great reason.
It's really tasty. Like, I'm big, not just some plain cornflakes. But I easily forget things. So if my mom says like, "Come on, wake up, I'll buy you something big to eat," and then I easily believe it, even if she just told me. Some may say I'm gullible.
Oh, okay. But at least you have one reason, right? And then because if you have one reason, and then it will be leading to another reason. So that's a good start. Thank you very much. And I can see my Tuizian, you put your hands up.
Yes. Sometimes I think about my life and in the future and tell myself, you don't want to make your dreams you so big. Wake up, wake up. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, okay. And so what's the first thing that you do when you get up?
I think I do exercise.
Well done. And why do you do exercise?
Because I want a good health.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah. That's really good reason. And I mean, the adults still, a lot of adults still don't have that motivation. And for you to have that kind of motivation is, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. We all need to do that. It's one of the motivations elements that we all need to have. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
well
you.
Done. Yes. And Chen Lan, I can see your hands up as well.
I think the reason I get up every morning and get up bed in every morning is my habit. I always get up in 6 o'clock and do exercise every morning.
Well done. You are amazing. Having a good habit is extremely important. It is a great motivation that we all have to consider to have it. So habits, remember guys, it's done by researchers. Good habits is extremely important to motivate yourself to start the day. So thank you very much for bringing it up. And Harry.
I don't like to in bed a long time because I think it's very boring. I like to do sport or playing games and eat, then go in bed and sleep.
Oh, you want to eat as well?
Yeah, but I don't like to sleep in long term.
Yeah, that's good. And sometimes when we sleep for too long, we feel very tired as well. The longer we sleep, probably the more tired we feel and more lazy we feel. But sometimes we think, okay, just get out, just get out to get drink a glass of water or something, and we will feel a bit better. That's well done. So I'm glad. I mean, like you guys still young, and if you don't like eating, then that's the problem, isn't it? So it's great. And eating and the exercise, I mean, amazing. And I think like Craig and I, we have to learn from you guys a lot as well. Right, Ellen?
I think my motivation to get out of bed every morning is after 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Then my family won't have any warm water, and I won't go to school without take a shower in the morning. So if I use cold water, it's just like pull me to the hell, and it's what really something that is not fun with me. So I need to wake up earlier to take a shower with warm water.
Yes. So that is your need, right?
Yeah.
You need to have shower. So that's the reason, motivation to make you get out of bed and get it done. And also it's a kind of a good habit as well. That's great. Wow, that's good. You sounds like my son, because he like shower in the morning, and he has to shower and wash his hair before he goes to school. So even like going out, he has to do that as well. So it's something that he has to get up early. And I share with you when he went on school camp. And because you went to the school camp, so you have to share facility with all other people. You don't have private bathroom because they put up tents, and then they have the shared kitchen and bathroom. And because it is in the rules there that you only can have 6 minutes for shower, right? And when everyone's like lazy at night because like they had a late night, whatever. And then if they all get out of the bed at the same time, so everyone will storm into the showers and have shower because they have like separate shower there, but only 6 minutes each. And my son, like, he just couldn't stand it because at home he's the only child, so he got a lot of the time in the bathroom. And then he, at 6 o'clock, he set up the alarm when everyone was still sleeping. So he got out of bed and he went to the shower. And then what he did was that later on he told me, and I thought, oh my goodness, like you already know what to do. So he got up and he went to the shower, and 6 minutes, right? He had to get out. So 6 minutes, only enough for him to wash his hair. And then he figured out that, okay, now if he goes to the next shower, he pressed another button and 6 minutes will allow him to do the whole shower. So the only way he could get things done, all the shower and hair wash done, and he had double time, 12 minutes, is to get up at 6 a.m. before everyone else getting up. Because if another person gets up at the same time, he won't be able to do that because it's cheating. So that's awesome. So great. Thank you very much. So I can see in here that Phương Bùi said, the smell of bacon and sausages wake me up at 5 a.m. Cheers, right? Next time if you go to New Zealand to study, stay at my home and I can be your host mom as well. So I can make bacon and sausages every morning. Or I can share with whoever becomes your host parent in New Zealand. So that's great. And Lemming said, well, the sun shines directly into my face every morning, which annoys me so much that I have to wake up, mostly at the weekends like today. Well, in a way, that's good if you have sunshine into your bedroom. That's awesome, because in New Zealand, we love the sun. But I'm not sure in Vietnam because it can be very hot as well. But that's good reason as well. You can close the window. Great excuse. Okay, that's good. Great, guys. And living
on my brain.
Yeah, Harry, what did you like to say?
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead, Chang.
Well, I think what motivates me to get out of bed every morning is maybe the good results that I can get at school, or maybe thinking of a very bright future career ahead. Yeah, that's what make that's what I feel like I need to really like get out of bed, like immediately. Or maybe also, as far as I know, waking up early in the morning to work out is also a really good way for you to like have a good health. So that's why I always try my best to wake up as early as possible in the morning. Yeah. So
well done, and that's great. And I mean, it's really big for students to think that way, but it's awesome that you can think it that way, because that will you will go very far with the right attitude, and also not just the attitude but the action plan that you put in place. That okay, you have to get up and then you get things done. And in English, do you know, like we have a saying like early bird catches the worms.
Oh,
so that's
it's a new one for me.
saying. Yeah, so that's in English we have that saying, and all the grandparents and all parents that they talk about that as well. So it's like lesson learned, like it's a saying from the family through generation to generation. Say, hey, if you get up, you get things done, and when you get things done, you're happy, and when you're happy, you will feel more motivated, like to do other things as well.
Yeah, and so, life will be more meaningful.
Yeah, because you have more time to enjoy it, to do it, to enjoy it, and also to enjoy the achievement that you have done.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. Well done. You guys are amazing. Love it. Okay, so anyone else would like to share before we go to the next one? Harry, you talked about that before, right? Okay, so Craig, would you like to sum up in this session? You mute yourself. You talk, but you mute.
I was just doing a search. It just reminded me of a YouTube clip on why you should make your bed every morning. And it's a guy in the military. He's talking to a school, and he says, there's one rule in life, only one: make your bed every morning.
Awesome.
That's it.
And it reminds me of Jim Cook. So if you guys, he's a great an awesome inspirational, motivational speakers. He gives all the techniques how we feel positive in life. And one of those, he also said the same, that make your bed and brush your teeth. 2 things that you have to do: make your bed and brush your teeth, and plus like others as well, but 2 things that you can never go without. Awesome. And I agree with that, Craig.
I'm just going to find the link.
Too. Yeah. All right, thank you. So now this is what I just have. I just put it here for you guys just before this one, before our class here. So when you, like me, myself, I love quotes. So you see on the platform, like, you know, I love daily quotes and sharing with you, because when we read something that very simple, sound very simple, but actually make us think and give us a bit more like feel inspired, like to keep going. So what goes through your mind right now? Like when you listen, when you read it, right? I'm not sure if you guys read quotes or not, but it's good habit that you could try. So the first one, when you have a dream, you got to grab it and never let go.
I think the first thing that's going through my mind is how can you grab onto a dream, because the moment I wake up, I do not remember.
Oh, okay. So that's a dream that you have, but the dream here is not about the dream that you dream of when you're sleeping. It's about like who you want to be, what you want to do, and like you can imagine like something like you want to be in the future. So try to follow your dream and make it come true. Like that's the message from this one. But like you said, you don't remember your dream. That's okay, because they said like research saying that you only have very few minutes after you wake up to remember your dream. If you don't, then you forget about your dream. So and it's normal to forget your dream. That's good. And anyone else, like when you read, that's the first one, and I just read it, okay? So and then see what goes through your mind, because it's really important, like to see if you can get into habit of reading quotes every day. So because I love quotes, right? So the second one is that never bend your head, always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Does it make sense to you? Right, you keep thinking. The third one, it isn't where you came from, it's where you are going that counts. And the last one, always be the first rate version of yourself instead of a second rate version of someone else. Does it make sense to you? A lot of meaning going in here. The last one here is similar to what I mentioned to you previously, that be the best, be at your best, and be yourself. Have your own identity, and healthy competition is all stay in here. Okay, anyone would like to share with me like what goes through your mind when you listen to this or when you read this? Does it make sense to you, or does it make you feel like oh, okay, that's really good saying, or something inspire you or make you feel like more confident? Okay, now meaningful, Lê Minh said meaningful, and Nguyễn Hoa said I don't understand the third. Okay, so the third is that a few meanings here, right? But what you can understand that, all right, it isn't where you came from, it's where you are going that counts. It is about right now is where you are right now. Probably you feel confusing, or if you are not clear, or something like you haven't achieved your goals, that you still feel like you stuck somewhere, let's say, right? But it doesn't mean that you won't be able to continue going and you won't be able to achieve your higher goals. Because if you set your higher standard or higher reason to achieve something, you still can do it. Where you are right now, it doesn't mean you can't get to where you want to be. So that to encourage you to believe that, okay, I still can do it. Right? Are you happy with that, Nguyen Quang? Anyone else like agree with me or you disagree with me? Okay, so
I think I
Harry
just
said,
agree.
you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you. And do you still do you have any other understanding like from this saying?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, that's okay. So Harry said the fourth makes me more confident. That's great. So the fourth said always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of someone else. So be yourself, be confident, and try to identify your strengths. And sometimes when you grow up a bit older, the whole world is very competitive. And for example, right, I just give you an example, like a company, right? Like I give you an example of another student, my real life. She's still first year student at Canterbury University and she's studying financial and financial engineering. Only first year, right? And she's the only one out of the hundreds of applications that being accepted by a Big Four company. You know Big Four, right? Search Big Four company in New Zealand. And all other candidates, they either third year, fourth year, they already have experience, they already study other financial papers, but she even didn't have enough time because in the first year they haven't gone into like all of the majors that they wanted to study. But the reason why that she got offer because she tried her best, she identified her strengths and her weaknesses, and she was open to everybody, say that is where I'm at and this where I want to be, and this is what I'm willing to do, and be true to yourself, but also identify your strength as well to show to other people. And then because like the people like higher or got more experience and they can see through, and when they see through, they give you opportunity. So this one is really important for everybody to identify your competitiveness, your strength, and be the best of yourself. And that's the only way that you can be very successful in the future. Right. So thank you guys. So now we are going to the next one. Right. What do you think about this saying? Like someone said that motivated people are more successful than unmotivated one. Do you agree or disagree?
Actually, both, because even if you're unmotivated, I think it will like slightly decrease your chance of being as successful as motivated. But even if you are unmotivated, you can still be pretty successful because not everyone requires motivation. I think so.
Okay. What do you think about that, Craig?
No, I probably agree. Motivated people are probably more successful, but I guess if you're motivated by money, that could be a bit of a problem. Depends on what you're motivated by. Yeah, but I think the thing would be, even say you want to be, I don't know, run a shop, for example, a small shop. If you're motivated to be the best shopkeeper you can be in the world, you will be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you very much for that. So guys, what do you think? Yeah, like when because you bring it up, like it depends on what motivates you. Like could be money, could be passion, could be a lot of other stuff as well. I'd like to hear from our students at the same time, like what motivates them. All right, Harry. You put your hand up. You agree or disagree with this one?
I agree with this one.
Okay, why is that?
The unmotivated one is very shy and they can't do anything without the motivate.
Okay. Shy, being shy is not necessarily considered as unmotivated. It's okay to be shy. Yeah. But I understand what you mean. Like they have to.
Like they're scared to be wrong or like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. And in reality, it's okay to be shy. It's okay to be scared. But the thing is, the difference is that we have to know how we can get over it, or the solution that we can overcome it. That's great. Thank you. So anyone else would like to say that you agree or disagree? I guess probably most of us, we would agree with this. And yeah, but your view is important as well. You can type in the chat box. Now let's go to the next one. Now, a lot of our other students, like before you mentioned, like exercise, that it's a reason to get you out of bed. So in the room here with all our students, do we do exercise? Like, if you do exercise, put in the chat box, say yes. So the question here is that how often do you exercise or work out? What is the best way to motivate yourself to work out? So before we got, somebody said exercise. Would you like to explain to us, like, how often do you do exercise? And what motivates you?
Rồi, chúng ta tiếp tục.
Yeah. Trần Lân.
I think I do exercise and workout every day.
Wow.
Every
Awesome.
morning too. And
At home or at the gym?
at home at the gym, both of them.
Oh, well done.
And the most motivate make me to work out is more muscular.
Wow. So that's good. That's good. That's the right reason. Yeah. And do you feel good?
Now my body is still hurt every day.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been doing that for?
It's been a year.
Oh yeah, well done. And in COVID, during COVID, how do you do exercise because you can't go to the gym?
I do exercise at my home.
Yeah, well done. That's awesome. Thank you. And Craig, do you do exercise?
Yeah, I think the best motivation is to have fun. So you do something that you enjoy. So it doesn't feel like exercise, though. Do a sport, something like that. I'm just very interested in this one here. I think it's Min Lee. She exercises to get taller.
Oh, really?
I don't know what exercise makes you taller. Maybe hanging from the bars?
I mean, some exercises might help you grow taller, but no.
Let me sit twice a day. So motivate to exercise. I want to be taller. Yeah. Wow, to be 1.6. Oh, tell me how. Right, Craig?
That's right.
Oh.
Always do your height in the morning, because in the morning you're always taller, because it's before when you get up, you have gravity works against you. You shrink during the day. So always measure your height in the morning. That's when you're tallest.
Taller. I don't really need to be taller.
Because the funny thing is, people try to get taller every single day because they think being tall is fun. But oh god, being tall is a pain. Because when you are taller than the average person, everything that's around you that's designed for an average human sucks. Because you have to, I don't know, avoid getting your head hit by a gigantic ledge. It has happened to me before, and it sucks so bad.
So have you stopped growing?
I think so. I think I've reached I've reached my peak, you know.
Oh, okay.
And
You're quite
and-
tall, aren't you, Cody?
I mean, I'm not that tall. I'm just kind of average, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's getting taller online. Lee Min is now 2 meters tall, so she's taller than me. And somebody said they're 10 foot tall.
Wow, you'll be very tall. We double.
10 feet is like what? That's like 2.6 meters or something. That's a lot.
Is just have some problems, and being too short does have problems.
Yeah, being too short sucks too.
You would be tall, but when you are tall, you wish you were being short. That's
It's kind of typical.
Yeah, like being average and above average good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from the last generation, so I can't grow anymore, which is there. But I live with that.
We're digressing really quickly here.
But I swim every day. I love swimming. Anyone in the room love swimming? Do we swim every day?
I don't swim every day, but I do like swimming.
I love swimming, but I can only swim like in the summer or when I have something really special.
Yeah.
Swimming's kind of fun, I guess. Yeah.
I love swimming every day. So when I take my son to school and I drop him off at school and I just go swimming for an hour and come back and I work.
Cool.
Oh. Yeah. So do exercise, everybody.
Or the people who work out every single day, don't do that. That's it's not gonna work efficiently when you work out every single day, unless you're just trying to keep yourself in shape. Maybe you have a genetic condition that might, influence your weight in a certain way, and go on, do it every single day. But if you're trying to grow muscle or grow height or something, don't do that every single day. That's bad for you, because
you need time for the muscles to
heal.
work.
Because the reason why your muscle grows is that it gets damaged, it gets repaired, and it gets bigger, better, to prevent the same kind of injury from happening again.
Yeah.
And if you do that every single day of the week, 24/7, 365 days a year, that will hinder your your growth by a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
anything to me.
That's a good lesson. I think it's good for me.
And you need to have a personal coach. And then like for example, my son, right? He started when he was 15, and at that age, like they all wanted to have like muscles and stuff. And I said, you really don't have to. But then what I did before was that I got him a personal coach. So he came in and they have a private meeting, and then he wrote down the schedule, like so he goes every second day, 3 times per week, and then the certain thing like and they gave him a list of what to do and how long of each session. So because that way it's I feel more comfortable that way. Otherwise, some students, they don't know and they just throw themselves into the workout and hoping that they wanted to be like somebody like in their 20s. So that's really good sharing, Cody. And my personal sharing with you is that find yourself a personal coach, and they will give you programs, tailor-made program for each individual. So no one's like others.
Oh yeah, because personal coach is, a person who's trained, to deal with personal things.
Yeah, but they don't have to do that with you every day, but they just see you
see you every so often.
Yeah, and then like they see you like probably once per month or something like that during the time. But the first 2 days they spend time with you to make sure that you've done everything correctly.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Let's go to another one. Have you ever tried to motivate someone to do something?
Literally every time someone comes to my house, like I need to motivate them because my mom asked me to.
Oh, wow.
I do make it work because when I like motivate them to do something, they usually get a bit better. But no, not for me. No, I do not work on motivation.
Okay, but do you enjoy doing that, like helping people?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you find out here, guys? When you try to motivate other people, what do you focus on? What reason do you give to people to motivate them?
Don't think I should say this, but whatever. I usually try to give that objective view, quote unquote, on what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve, and if that doesn't work, I can either go two way. If that person is really close to me and I want them to achieve something that's really good, well then I'll try to get more personal and whatever. But if it's my friend or something and he might want to do something but doesn't really matter whether he does it or not, I just ignore him like, yeah, okay, fine enough, you got a point. Cool, just don't do it.
Okay. All right. So I can see, thank you, Cody. I can see like Kim said, motivate my staff to learn more to get success. Okay, so success is one. And then Leming said, motivate my group to do works faster. Okay, so that's great. And progress of work kind of slow. Okay, so depends on their goals. That's good. And then Chris said, impossible, difficult, done. Okay, right. So what's other things that you think you can motivate people? Like, I just give an example, right? Like because Kim and Leming said, like in the workplace. So what are the things like success and goals and anything else like to motivate people, even like yourself? What do you feel like? What motivates you? Money?
That's
Anyone like money?
you can't just ask that and expect people to say no wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I am just 10. I don't care about money very much.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Depending,
good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm
depending
glad
on
to hear
what
that.
it is. Yeah.
Money is not everything.
Yeah.
And Kim said, for example, my goal is English speaking fluently, so I attend English club weekly on Saturday. Well done. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you. And working progress urges me to do well, motivate more to increase the working speed. Wow, that's good. So it's the outcome. Anyone like you have passion is motivation for you to do something that you love? What do you think about passion?
May or may have not motivate me to do some certain things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sometimes.
That's good. Well done. And also like a lot of other things as well, like families and maybe like courage and loyalty towards somebody or expectation from somebody. So that's great one as well. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think see if we can get through all of this. All right, so this is the opposite one. I think this is almost at the end. So what activities do you have no motivation to do? So that's the opposite to like how to motivate yourself. But like what doesn't motivate you? Make you think a little bit, right? Because all of a sudden, like we go forward, like thinking how to and motivate people, or the reason to do that. So now we think backward a little bit more. That okay? So what reasons or what activities that doesn't motivate you? So think backward with it.
My answer is very oddly specific, but literature. Doing Vietnamese literature, I hate that thing with all of my heart. I hate it from the bottom of my feet up until my hair.
My goodness.
I despise that thing so much. It feels like every single time I see it, it feels like it's scheming something. It's planning something to ruin my day, especially with poetry. Because the thing with poetry, when you learn poetry, you have to learn the entire thing by heart.
Right.
Kind of same with history. And that's the singular reason why there's absolutely no motivation for me at all to learn anything by heart.
Yeah.
And often often that, just because of that motivates me to find a certain way around that might not be too illegal, but whatever.
Okay, so anyone agree with Cody? Like, or you have the same kind of reason?
I agree, Cody, that I have no motivation to do the literature because I have to learn by heart every the poetry.
Yeah, it's
then
just too
Vietnamese
much.
literature. Yeah. And I have to write so much. I have to write so much, or sometimes I need to make a poetry to yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate literature. Basically, I just hate learning things by heart. When I feel like it's not really important for me to learn that thing by heart, then I have no motivation. When I feel like there's something important, then maybe I should learn it. But I don't see the point in learning some poem by some guy written by schooling stuff when that stuff is very far from the truth.
Yeah.
Now we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you, what you want, what you don't like, because it's so important to have a ways for you to love to learn, doing research, have your own opinions, and you have to say to be heard, and that's important. That's good. Have you ever had this kind of conversation with your teachers? Like, I don't like that way.
No, never.
Yeah.
My is like horrible when this is the last grade of elementary and I am so disappointed that I got her because she's like a bit of a gold digger. Like at the start of the term she like timed 3 extra classes on Monday and Wednesday and Friday from 2 to 4 and 2 to 5, 3 to 5, and she was like, if you do not attend, I will get you lower grades. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So one good thing in New Zealand is that you don't have to learn it off by heart. That's it's about New Zealand education. It's all about like, for example, my son, right? He's in year 11 now, going to year 12 next year. Like he doesn't do homework at home, like he does homework at schools. And because they all do research and the homework always about like give you topics and you do research and why you and why. And you have to explain it and you have to protect your idea, you have to find reason, and then you have to give evidence. So it's all about research based in New Zealand. So the same like what we are doing now with you guys, we ask questions and you guys have to say, and the philosophy is that the pedagogy is that no one's right and no one's wrong. Like we still have a framework that on the right and wrong in terms of the social subject, but we don't have to learn it off by heart. Craig, come on, would you like to share a little bit more about New Zealand education for these guys to know like how students learn here?
No, I think that's the first question you should ask your teacher is, why are we doing this? That's the first thing you should ask. So why are we doing this stuff, sir? And then the teacher should be able to say, this is why what we're doing today is important. So yeah, always ask. So learning things off by heart, maybe there's a reason. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Vietnamese literature is.
Oh, you're in for a ride, my man.
Well, in my opinion, history and literature is
that
the
is
same, but the history is more interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have it on? Do they have it on YouTube?
Yeah, I can definitely confirm history is a lot more interesting when compared to literature, because literature in Vietnam is just essentially poems and random things that old people wrote like 3,000 years ago about their country and how we fought off the Mongolians and Chinese, and that is all. You have to learn by heart every single one of those, and hope that one poem that you didn't learn wouldn't appear in your exam. That's all you have to do here in Vietnam to learn literature. You learn everything by heart, and then you just pray to the gods that you don't get absolutely clapped by the exam makers.
Okay.
No,
that's how you learn.
Like,
It's such an inefficient system, you know.
But one thing that I think you guys need to consider, right? I found out in writing analysis of the question, like you have to comment, you have to feedback or something about into writing. It's one way. It's really good in the Vietnamese literature. Is that the structure of your writing piece, like the opening, the body, and the summary part, and what do you do with all the bullet points, like firstly, secondly, thirdly, lastly, and in summary. So the structure of the writing piece is extremely important. So regardless if you don't like learning off by heart, because I mean I don't like that either, because I mean even like I lead events, but I never write script because I just have bullet points in my mind all the time. So so I agree with you guys, but just make sure that something you take away from it is the structure of the writing. It's really important, and it will take away with you forever. Even like you go to New Zealand to study or other countries to study, you become a writer in the future, or you become whoever in the future. When you have to write essay, extremely important. So something that take away from it. I don't encourage learning off by heart. But we heard you, and thank you for sharing. Right, so that is one thing, but I think like we will discuss about this because there will be like many other reasons that you don't like as well, or it doesn't motivate you as well. For example, when you get lost, when you feel down, or when somebody hurts you, or you know, a lot of reasons that stop you from being motivated, like other factors as well, and sometimes within yourself as well. So many other reasons, and then but we'll discuss more like in the future, because I think on the 5th of December, I'm going to invite another friend of mine who's also the coach in personal development. We are talking about maybe like we will have a topic about the art of ask question. So because asking question, knowing how to ask question is really important, because always why and always how, because it makes yourself more creative. And you can improve your critical thinking, analysis, and many other ways as well, and so curiosity as well. So a lot of soft skills that integrated in this kind of topics. So we are going to decide about that soon, but we will share with you. Oh, sorry, my dog right here. And she just turned my lights off. So maybe almost time to stop. Yeah, okay, guys. Now we go to the next one, because we're about to wrap up now. Because we have like students go to school tomorrow. So here, just like to finish. When you look at this one, what can you see? Like it's a motivation and unmotivation. So what do you see like from this this picture here?
I think
relevant to you guys.
Many people.
Yeah.
I think the first one is
like the motivated people and unmotivated people. They shows differently. It shows through their eyes, their actions, and body language, and so many other ways. So when you see this two, can you see the like they shows differently?
Yeah. Although the one sleeping might be dreaming and wake up inspired. He's just having. He's
once again to the students.
We call it power napping.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So he's going to wake up and say, "I know a way to save this company."
Okay. And guys, Cody, when you go to Cambridge High School, and if you
don't
something like that, you just go to see Craig, and if you are getting into trouble with your teacher, just go to say like it's Craig from Craig.
Yeah, don't sleep in class, because I used to teach in Japan sometimes when I was teaching in Japan, and I'd walk in, every student asleep.
It happens sometimes.
That's normal over there.
I hate the fact that this image has, you know, two of these people, and I hate the fact that both these people can perfectly represent me at any single point in my life. This is me. This is me, period.
The guy on the left is on Facebook, probably, eh?
Yeah, he's probably is.
Oh, the guy is listening to a phone call, and that guy is sleeping in front of the online class.
Like us, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one has
That's
too much motivation, and he is wearing a glass like.
Yeah. He looks smart, but yeah. Online classes are the worst, aren't they?
The one holding the phone, probably calling his mum for a snack.
Yeah. He's asking her what's for dinner.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. You guys.
I
wow.
think the second is turn off the camera and then sleep when in the online class.
Online class. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so relevant to you guys. Absolutely. That's so funny. Yeah. Okay. Next one before we. What about this one? Relate to you guys?
I think she's not noticed that the lesson, and she's noticed or something.
So is she thinking of her boyfriend or the date night or whatever the case?
Yeah.
Or she's hungry.
It's really popular in my class.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's really popular because even the teacher call her or his name thousands of times, and he or she just like, I don't care. You just say, and I will think about what I thought. Just like that. And sometimes teachers ask about one reason and they answer another reason, and it is really funny. And yeah, that is in my class.
In my class, the teachers call thousands of times, and then they say only 3 words. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, Craig, you are a teacher. What do you think?
I think she's thinking, why am I taking Vietnamese literature?
Why did she even take up this class? Oh my God.
I'm really happy because I don't need to study Vietnamese literature and history. It was like,
yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it is not funny, and I feel really like free because I don't need to study them.
I wish I could return to this 3rd grade where history was not needed. I cannot remember all the dates and the facts and some guy who led people to Japan.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you mentioned Japan, so it's something that Craig had experienced.
I love history. Before I travel to a country, I always try to find out a little bit about the history. I love the local history too of in Hanoi, and always go to the museums, and I went to the prison, and yeah, I think history is amazing.
Yeah. But history, like to understand
but
and
I
put
think
like perspectives is better than learning off by heart. I can share.
Agree.
I can understand what they're talking about. Yeah,
I think the unmotivating thing is the fact that they turn it all into an exam, and that makes it pressure, makes it boring.
Yeah, rather than encourage them, put them in a kind of environments, encourage them, okay, imagine it's where you go to, and then what you need to know, and then put the student in that kind of environment, so easier for them to feel like eager to learn.
Yeah. Teachers do it by stories and dressing up and stuff like that. Imagine if you were going to, for example, the Hanoi Hilton, and you dressed up, and that would be. You've got to make it interesting. Make history come alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, or movies, or clips, or things like that, more visual or more storytellings. Then the student would feel more like interested in that. Yeah. Great, guys. So now I think we finished this one, and on the 28th of November next week, we have an event. Come enjoy us, and the topic is climate change. I'm going to post the debate topic and also the presentation, and you guys can prepare for that as well. So I hope that everyone will enjoy, and bring friends along as well to our English club. And then the next one will be we'll have the week after will be on the 5th, I think, the 5th of December. So we'll try to have more of the skills building, like soft skill building for you guys, because it's so important. And now Melody is going to play us a piece of music before we go.
Oh,
Hank,
I love
Melody,
music.
you ready? And now, right, Melody only, oh my goodness, she's 9 years old, but she's been playing music. And she's young, and she plays music. She learns from a Vietnamese teacher online.
It's just a famous melody from Melbourne.
Yeah, they in between the border between Victoria and New South Wales.
Oh.
Yeah, so they can be like, I think they're more in the New South Wales, Albury. Yeah. So see if she can inspire you to learn the piano. Melody would like to play music for us?
Yeah, she's ready.
Awesome.
Come on, everyone's listening.
So remember those people who are doing the speech on that day, if you type up your speech and you don't do it on the day, you can put it into the chat for us, can't you? And I'll mark it. Yeah. So just put it in Word, and then you can cut and paste it into the chat or send it to us.
Yeah. What I will do is that probably I will open the writing piece chat room a week before the event, so everyone can write anytime you want, because it's really important for you to practice the writing skill as well. All right, Melody, we are ready.
That's fine, keep going. Don't remember. She only learned this lesson for two, 3 lessons. She hasn't finished yet.
Oh, well done, Melody. That's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Melody. Next time you can play for us as well.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
She's a bit shy now.
Oh, don't you worry. You've done such an awesome job. Say hello, Melody. How can you speak Vietnamese to everybody?
Yeah, she's doing Vietnamese lesson now. What can you say? Có nói tiếng Việt với cả anh chị. Con biết nói mà. Em chào các anh các chị.
Oh.
Everyone's learning English and then you are learning Vietnamese.
Yeah, you can teach everyone English and everyone can teach you Vietnamese.
Okay.
Sorry, she's a bit shy today.
Yeah, no worries. So when she gets to know everybody a little bit more, she will be able to, you guys can teach her Vietnamese and she can teach you English. How's that? It can be fun. Yeah, and also we have Monday and Friday. If anyone wants to learn Chinese, you can go to our platform and look at in the events and click on the button like with the Chinese class. You can go and do some beginners Chinese as well. So and also next events on the 28th, next Sunday, 28th of November. See you then. And I'm thinking like in December, on the 19th of December, I might run an event like for all the schools in New Zealand, like with the Christmas theme, like all the music. So hopefully like I can get more students from New Zealand to attend, and then all about songs and sing. So if you guys are interested and if you can sing a song, let us know as well. And I will open the form very soon. All right, so I think it's today we are going to finish here, and it's 9:30 in New Zealand. And thank you very much, Craig, for being here today with our students. And thanks all of the students, and the conversation today has been was really great. And I hope that not just about practicing English, but the topic is a lot to do with your skill set as well. So hopefully you can have some takeaways from this and be better at yourself and be the best at yourself, and also be yourself. And we all learn from each other. All right, so good night, everybody, and thank you very much, and see you next week.
Bye. It's actually good afternoon in Vietnam.
Sorry?
I hope to have a even about Christmas in the future.
Yes. We do.
Yeah, like according to the calendar.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea, but you all have to dress up as elves.
A Santa Claus.
Yeah, you can all dress up as Santa.
Dress up as a reindeer with a bright red nose.
Okay, or a reindeer. That's a good one.
Very good at that. Yeah. You're good at costume. Awesome.
I'll have to think. Yeah, so it'll be costume Christmas, okay?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Okay.
Start thinking about it now, Cody.
Spare me, please.
All right, good night, everyone.
Right, good night, everyone.
You too.
Good night, Mr. Craig.
See you later.
And check out the platform, okay? I will send the debate topic, and then you guys can write. Have the whole week to write.
Okay.
Okay.
See you, everybody. Thank you. Bye. See you, Craig. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Thank and Melody.